My name is Nathaniel Gayles. I'm the commercial sales manager. I've been an employee of AutoZone for a little more than 4 years. I first came up here in '73. My aunt was a nurse here in Winona. Changing from Chicago to here was definitely a good choice that my grandparents made for us. Anyone would tell you back in the '70s and early '80s that Chicago was a very violent place. Once being shot, a person becomes very passive or they become more violent. In my instance, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I was caught in gang crossfire, and I took cover, and I thought that it was over, and apparently it wasn't. So I was struck, and doing the 6 operations, you know, you have a lot of time to find out who you are and where you're going. I was raised from a very young age to help people. Hitchhikers, I've picked up guys, I've picked up veterans, I've picked up people who have been stranded and people who are just trying to get from one place to another. Most recently, a young lady, she seemed like she had been through some domestic issues. I didn't really ask her any questions. She just, when I picked her up, it was a cold day and she wasn't dressed properly, and offered her a ride, and she took it, and she just broke out into tears, and she wanted to go to a shelter, a battered shelter, and I took her to the one that she requested, and she hadn't eaten. So, of course, I gave her money, and I don't know what happened after that. It's important to take care of the people that help take care of you. And that doesn't stay with AutoZone. I mean, just in life. If you can help someone and they appreciate it, then if they aren't able to reciprocate, then they'll help the next person. What do you call it? Pay it forward, where, you know, they'll help the next person. Somebody helped me, so I'll help the next person. And that's pretty much how I grew up.
We got a group of kids that wants to be successful in football. It's just the fact that they put in a lot of work from last year. Last year was my first year and my coaching staff with these kids, so it was a growing pain and a learning curve that they had to go through. They had to learn our offense and defensive system. Everything was new to them. Our coaching style was new. And so it's just one of those deals where we got a slow start. We won 3 games down the stretch, and I think that really helped our kids being confident and realizing that, hey, you know, we might have a pretty decent chance of winning this year. And they really did a great job of working in the off season.
As a quarterback, I think his expertise is in that field, obviously, with all the experience he has. But I think as a coach, he's motivated to help every single one of us. And I know that his only goal has been winning and getting us to be a successful team, no matter on and off the field with each other. So I think that he's a great mentor to all of us young kids.
I think just everyone staying together. We know we can get more wins. I don't know how many, I'm not going to put a number on that, but we just got to keep playing good, keep getting better and better, and if we do that, I think that'll be a good season.
This kid's having a good time. Honestly, I didn't come in, I don't go into any season with a number. I go into the season to make these high school football players' high school experience enjoyable. I want every kid to come back 5 or 10 years from now and go, hey, Coach, man, you know what? That's the best time I ever had in football. Because that was mine. You know, I was able to play at the University of Minnesota, but when I speak to these kids or go around and speak, it's about my high school football teammates. And that's the same atmosphere that I'm trying to build here, me and my coaching staff. And I think we're off to a good start of doing that. And so if these kids walk out of here at the end of the year and go, hey, Coach, man, we appreciate it, we're happy you as my head coach, that's a successful season to me.
The biggest advantage with having Garrett back, you know, he started, I think, 7 games last year, or 8 games. He didn't start the first game, but then after that, he was basically our starting quarterback. He knows all the plays. He knows, you know, we had our top 2 receivers are back this year. We know we can run the football, so he knows the plays and he knows who's open, and just the confidence of him calling the plays. We can go no huddle about 90% of the time here this year.
Last year, it was just I was just trying to take care of learning the offense myself. I wasn't really worried about other people. I was letting them deal with what they had to do, and I was just trying to figure things out at the quarterback position. This year, I feel comfortable, like I know pretty much everything I need to, and so it's helping our team out, I think, because I'm concentrating most of my time on letting other guys know what they need to be doing and helping them out.
Yeah, the biggest thing with Garrett, now he knows where everybody lines up, not just him and, okay, the play's called to go here. He knows what the backside guys are supposed to do. He also knows what the backside receivers are supposed to do, pass protecting, how the running backs are supposed to block. So he can kind of direct traffic out there. Now, we don't want him directing too much traffic where he has to tell everybody what to do, so we need guys to know what to do. But if we have a new kid in the game, he did a good job at Byron. We had to use a freshman running back a few times, and he basically told them where to go every play.
Here we have some great footage here by BTelsh, one of the many great employees that work for HBC Television. Now we're back here at Winona Senior High. Dean, looking at this Winona team, I mean, they have so many players besides Hallie Hepner on this team. You got Vagley, Winter, the dynamic duo down low for this team. Emotions running high here at Winona Senior High. We'll be back with tip-off. We'll go back to break, but when we come back, highlights of the first half and a preview of the second. This is Alex Zappa alongside Dean Beckman, and this is HBC TV 25 coverage.
All right, let's take a quick break here on the Midtown Foods pregame show, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the opponent tonight, the Bemidji State Beavers. That's all coming up. You're watching college basketball here on HBC TV 25.